What's up, guys? That really gross guy here. We are back in Warframe. Yeah, I'm just gonna weigh in real quick about the whole daily login reward system. I know that everybody is talking about this right now, and everyone's got their own opinions. About how this should be changed. Newer players really want to get their hands on some of the exclusive daily login stuff a lot sooner than they've been able to thus far. A lot of veteran players are not so happy with this because of the amount of time they've had to log in order to get these rewards. It's kind of like an exclusivity. In my opinion, it's it's an okay way. It's not a great way, but it's part of a way that DE says thank you to the veterans for continuing to log in and being a part of Warframe. Because in my opinion, and I know DE knows this, is that Warframe would not be where it is today. It may not even be around if it wasn't for the early adopters, the founders especially, but the people that picked up the game, gave it a chance way back when it first came out. And I'm one of those people. While I didn't have the opportunity, well, I had the opportunity, at the time, I just couldn't afford to become a founder. I would have been more than happy to have given up. That was one of the things I wanted to do so bad, was to become a founder for this game because I believed in it, and I still love it. I still think it's a fantastic game. I think it's grown, the right way. I think it's doing really good, but in my opinions, there's still some work to be done. One of which is, like I said, in this daily reward system. So, if you guys don't know, I have about 3,700 hours logged into Warframe on Steam, and I actually probably have closer to 4,000 because I didn't actually have Warframe installed on Steam when it first came out back in the beta days. Warframe, I used the regular launcher. I downloaded it from the website. I didn't use Steam, so I probably have a few hundred hours just out of the launcher itself. But anyway, so just throwing it out there. I've been around for a while. I don't necessarily think I'm the most elite Warframe player. I'm not one of those guys that was going, 10 hours in survivals. That's just not me. But I've been playing the game for a very, very, very long time, and I like the idea of giving some exclusivity, some rewards for veteran players, for as a thank you, like I said. But in terms of the login reward system, they're talking about the sigils and resources that you see already, in the daily logins. They're talking about having those, a day 50, 150, 250, so on and so forth. So those are kind of the in-betweens, the mods and in between the prime mods and the weapon equipment days are going to be those sigils. The weapons are going to be day 100, 300, 500, so on and so forth. Of course, these are all not permanent. This is not a guaranteed thing, but this is what they're talking about right now. So every 200 days, after 100 days, you'll pick a weapon, and then 200 days after that, you'll be able to pick a weapon. And when I say pick a weapon, I mean that you can pick between the Zenith, the Zenistar, the Azima, whatever the weapons are. You can actually select which one you would like to acquire on that login day. Prime mods, very similar. After day 200, and then 400, 600, 800, etc., will be the prime mods. And once again, you'll be able to select which prime mod you would like to receive. I think this is a pretty decent way of doing it, because that still means in order to get all of the weapons, you still have to log in, for a very long time. You can't just pick the Azima, the Zenistar, and the whatever in after 150 days. That, I feel like that would be a little bit of a slap in the face to anyone who's been logging in and playing the game this long. like I said, the exclusivity I think is important. I think it's more than earned by players, even though people say, oh, it's really not that hard to just log in the game. I get that, but coming from me, I was a weekend warrior. I used to work 5 days a week, but in those 5 days, I would put over 70 hours of work in at my job. I could not come home on a daily basis and log into the game. I had my weekends free, and that was it. And I still put forth a lot of time. I did a whole lot in the game with the time I had, and I understand that people who can log in on a daily basis is really not that hard. But the fact that you did it, the fact that you stuck with this game from then till now is the most important part. That's the part that matters. So I think that the exclusivity should still stay there. I really don't think DE should mess with that. I honestly, in my opinion, I really think DE should do a little bit more for their veterans, when in terms of content, in terms of game modes, like I think there needs to be more of that for the people that have stuck with this game this long. The Eidolons are great. The new game mode, the what do they call it? I keep forgetting the name of it. Sorry guys, I just got my wisdom teeth out. I've got some medication in me, so I'm pretty just blah, relax, chill. I'm forgetting things, but anyways, there's some stuff out there to help veteran players, but I would like to see some more of that. I'm okay. I'm like with this new game mode. I'm okay with newer players having an easy version of the Sanctuary Onslaught. I'm okay with new players having an easier version of that. I like to challenge myself. I like to do stuff out of the ordinary. I like to do things. If you guys have been following my no hood solo free to play game mode, where I don't, I put things in place that makes the game harder and more challenging because that's the fun I get out of it. I'm okay with newer players having, getting to play their game modes and stuff like that, but I want to be able to do something difficult and something rewarding. The rewards are important for players like myself, for players that that are end game, that have been playing the game forever. They know the game inside and out. They still need a challenge because that's what makes it interesting. This new game mode alerts thing that they're talking about, where you could jump into a game and enemies are already at like level 80 or 100 or something like that, and like you can't be downed or else you can't revive or whatever, and there's good rewards for that. That's a step in the right direction. I like that stuff. Players like me, we that's where we get our enjoyment, is that challenge. So DE, more of that, please. If you want to get into some more difficult, challenging stuff, even though there may not be, even though 50% of the community isn't playing that game mode, if you can satisfy that, 5% of veteran players that really want that challenge, then I think it's well worth it. I think you won't regret it. So anyways, I think I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. These are just my opinions. I would love to hear yours down in the comments below, and maybe we can talk about it in the future or over on Discord. So feel free to join and start up a conversation. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys again in the next episode. Blah.